What is your judicial tribunal that holds public hearings to consider planning act applications, including minor variances, to zoning requirements and consent. Our hearings are now first in practical place on Center Drive. We also enable remote participation by video conference for religious speakers. We are live streaming on YouTube, and the briefing will be archived and available for future viewing by the public. My name is Terry Otto. I'll be chairing today's hearing. Address me by my name as chair, and with me are my fellow panel members, Martin Report, Jocelyn Chandler, Beth Anderson Remote, and Gary Anderson. The procedure for the hearings will be as follows. Listed on the agenda, appearing on the screen from time to time, are the applications we'll hear today. For the sake of efficiency, I may deal with agenda items in a different order. Panel members have reviewed the planning reports and any written submissions for or in opposition to each of the applications. Today we will hear any oral submissions relating to the application. As part of the statutory notifications requirements, each applicant was required to post a sign on the property in question before the hearing. They also had to confirm in writing that they did so, or they'll need to swear or affirm about today that they fulfill the sign posting requirements. Otherwise, we may have to adjourn or postpone the hearing. The panel may ask for a brief presentation of an application followed by questions for the applicant and city planning staff. We will then hear from members of the public who have registered to speak, and we may also have questions from them. Finally, the applicant who has the burden of proof will have an opportunity to make the final comments as well. Please address your comments to me as the chair, starting with your name and spelling if necessary. All presentations are on in 5 minutes. Any exceptions will be at my discretion. At the end of the hearing, the panel may either make an oral decision or we may reserve our decision, which won't be delivered today. In either case, and within 10 days, the Committee of Adjustment will send the official written decision and reasons for it to all the parties, participants, and anyone else who requested a copy. Does anyone have any questions about the procedure we will be following today? All right, then, we have several applications here today, but first we need to deal with some preliminary and procedure matters. Are there any declarations of interest?
I If you've interest in panel two, B00125, that's 2912913.
Thank you very much. Confirmation of the previous hearing minutes, there are none, so they're to approve. There are no adjournment requests. Are there any other questions about the procedure for today's agenda? Seeing none. All right, adjournment the applications that are before us today, we will first deal with some unopposed applications that are straightforward and recommend quick approval if there are no objections. Is there anyone who wishes to hold item number 2, 5545 Manotick Main Street? Wish to go. Have any questions? All right, we will ask for approval of item number 2, 5545 Manotick Main Street. The application was approved. Thank you. The second item for recommending quick approval is item number 3, 3670B River Road. Is there anyone wishing to address that? If not, Alan, approval. Very good. That's approved. And the third one is 6247 Russell Road. Again, is there anyone wishing to come forward to speak to that? If not, recommend quick approval. Yes. Item number 5, 6247 Russell Road is approved. Thank you very much. Calling item number 1, 3400 Blanchfield Road. G. Clement, over in Kent. Are these people remote or?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Chair, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much and for taking the time to review this. I'd like to suggest it actually is a pretty straightforward application. As you will note in my correspondence that I sent to you, I purchased this property in 2018. I purchased both the 3395 Stagecoach and then the 24 acres at 3400. Subsequent to the purchase, we found that there was a 5-acre parcel that the soil had been stripped off of at the front portion. As a result, there was an application approved by the city, and my daughter built a home on that property. The remaining part of that agricultural land is being controlled by myself at 3395 Stagecoach as part of ongoing operation leased out to a dairy farmer down the road. And it really is just to consolidate what is actually taking place on the property. There's no other intention other than to use it for agricultural purposes. Both houses that are on the 2 separate houses, Mr. Chair, were both built under City of Ottawa planning requirements. My principal residence was built in 2008, and my daughter's house was 2024.
Thank you, sir. Plan?
No assets.
Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Clement, I believe this has been fast tracked, except I don't believe you agree with some of the conditions. Would you like to address those, please?
Yeah, I have no issue with the conditions. I sent a note back. I was a little fussed by planning, talking about having architectural drawings of the houses when both of them were built under City of Ottawa planning guidelines uh, after amalgamation, obviously. So all of that was prior approval of Ottawa City, but I'm sure those plans are available within the city of Ottawa, and I'll make arrangements to make sure they're pulled out.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much. So basically, there are no opposition to the conditions as listed. So panel members, any questions? Then we call for approval of this agenda item. All right. Your application's been approved, Mr. Clement. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman and committee.
All right, the last item on the agenda, I believe, is item number 4, 5328 Kilby Lane. With further remote as well.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Video. Good morning.
Morning.
Sorry, I didn't hear part of that.
Good morning. Could you
Oh.
please identify yourself?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Morning. Could you please identify yourself?
Yes, it's Michelle Steele. 5328 Kilby Lane is the property I'd like to address today.
Thank you very much. Make a statement. Or
Can you repeat that again?
do you wish to make a statement? Or
Yeah, sure, I would. I had an opportunity to buy a beautiful 3/4 acre property on the Rideau River in Manotick. Currently, there is a 1950s bungalow with a walkout basement. There's a deck and a 2-car detached garage. The current home, septic and deck are original, and they are located inside the 30-meter setback from the watercourse. The house is showing some signs of stress. The center block is shifting, and the mold is now penetrating the foundation. My proposal would be to build further back from the current house, further back from the neighbors' homes, and that would be a 2-bedroom bungalow with a walkout basement and a garage attached. A small portion of the house would sit inside the 30-meter setback, but still outside the floodplain. The new septic and the deck would also be further away from the current house that sits there. It would also be part of the 30-meter setback. And the lap pool, there would be a small portion inside the 30-meter setback, but again, not in the floodplain. Therefore, I'll need 4 minor variances to continue with my build. The new build would be an ICF build. It would be a very strong, weather-strong, energy-efficient home with posts and beams that accent the neighboring property as well as the landscape. I'll plan on keeping as much landscaping as possible at the front of the house and transferring it to the back of the house with a water side. Currently, there is a natural buffer on the water side for water runoff. There's also a rain garden, naturally. I plan on keeping that as well. It'll be untouched from the build. I had an opportunity to talk to both of my neighbors on both sides of my house, as well as the neighbor on the other side of the road. They have expressed no concerns for my build. I've also spoke to RVCA. I've spoke to the septic office and members of the city of Ottawa. I've made several changes so that it would respect the regulatory area. I feel that I've met the 4 tests that are set out in the Planning Act, Section 45, Part 1. Thank you so much for listening to me and considering my application.
very much. Thank you very much, Michelle. Planning?
Morning, no further comments from me, but if you have any questions, thanks.
Thank you. Now the conditions. Are you in favor of the planting plan that the city requested or?
Absolutely.
Okay. Any concerns by any other people, including the committee? Does anybody online has questions?
I just wanted to know if you did review the correspondence from the parties on file.
Thank you. Seeing no other questions, I guess we call for approval of this activity. The applications have been approved. Thank you very much, Michelle.
No, thank you. Thanks so much.
And that concludes for today. Thank you very much for your attendance and interest.